What I like to do, I think some of the best seminars or clinics that I've ever been to aren't really where it's just one thing to have a guy that's a world champion at this, or he's known to be really good at this, and he comes in, we have him come in and show us what it is that he does. But I've always liked seminars where guys come in and just kind of open mat, and you get to pick their brain and work on stuff you want to work on in them. So I'm going to show a sequence, try to wrap that up in a half hour, and then we'll kind of just pick brain. I got some people who've already asked some questions, want to cover some stuff. But I like to kind of learn what works for me. Because if I get up here all this time and show you everything that I do and what I'm doing, it might not be a useful tool in your toolbox. You might sit there and look at it, but if it's one of those things, not every tool is for everybody. And you might go, yeah, I just don't think I'd ever use that. So, you okay next? I'm not doing anything crazy, just going to, okay. So I'm going to work through a sequence, one of my favorite ground sequences. We're going to run full circle with it and show how it comes up on top and bottom. We're going to do some grappling. George, if you would. Where are we going for the cameras? Okay. All right, so can we get you hit that one? All right, guys, so I work my cross body because I'm little. I keep my knees tight. I don't do the old school on my toes. I was actually, is Danny on the mat yet?
Yes, sir.
All right, Danny, so just talking about where I had to adapt cross body from all the big guys that taught me cross body over the years. I was always taught that traditional on my toes, weight. Well, my whole life I weighed about 145 pounds, so I had no weight. All the big guys that I would work with would just grab my ankle and then just lift me over because I had no weight. Okay, so I learned to modify my cross body where I keep my knees up tight, and then getting into jiu-jitsu guard is a big thing. And when your hips are up like this, it's very easy to pull guard. So I pull up and I'm here. So what I'm going to go from here is I'm going to go to a modified case of tatami, keeping what I have, and I'm going to go under that elbow that he wants to use right there, because he wants that elbow. If you are getting a cross body and that elbow is inside, you've already lost your cross body if the guy knows what he's doing. So from here, I'm switching to circumvent that elbow. Now I'm going to work real hard at submitting. Just going to toss it under. Control and hold. I'm going to keep what I got here. Now what I am going to do is, depending on this, if he has this grip, I'm going to change that up. Okay, like that. This way. Then I got to fight for some different position. But I'm going from modified to here. And what's important on this next step is anybody with training will keep their head off the floor. Anybody without training, they don't know yet, will keep their head on the floor. The problem with that is if you are being struck, your head is on the floor, so the closer he stays to me, the less likely he gets hit. But relax with it. If I try to throw my leg over like this, where I am, I will never be able to close my foot to my knee. So when I go, I'm going to go forehead to the floor. That's going to allow me to turn this all the way into this triangle. We're going to go this way. Well, the first thing I've done is control this arm, keeping the head, keeping this arm. If my partner's head is up, you can do this, but I train myself for the worst case scenario. So my guys know I get them right here. They're going to wait on me to move, and they know where my leg is coming. So I always check the head. Just a quick check. Boom. And I'm underneath. If I take my forehead all the way to the floor at his hip, my sankaku or triangle will close. Now I've got the straight arm bar and the choke. I'm going, well, the choke is there.
Yeah, it's there.
What I recommend on the choke is squeeze. If he taps, choke's good. Because of the angle on this sankaku, I've seen people, and I've spent years trying to pull this arm, trying to pull this head, trying to aim. You can't adjust this sankaku very much. You either have the choke, squeeze, he taps, or you don't. Don't waste all your energy. I got an arm over here by itself, isolated. He has no backup, no reinforcements coming. He can't get over here to help himself. So if I'm on the ground immediately, I create a void in my chest and I straight arm bar. But I'm actually going to come up. I'm going to control this arm. I want to caution everybody about a key lock. If you've never been in a key lock with your head controlled, it intensifies the tightness on his shoulder like tenfold. If I take my head off of his shoulder, I can crank his arm quite a bit before he taps. I have this here, and it's a lot tighter. So I want to be here, crank, set up here, crank. I'm going to set in this pocket. You want to be on your hip. On your hip, this pocket, close your leg. I can keep this, but it doesn't matter. So we're going to break for this part. And I'm going to show you how it doesn't matter. If he comes up, I still have his arm. If he's on top, I've got this. I've got the straight. I've got the key lock. But most importantly, I've got this. And we'll rerun that same cycle. We're going to run it until I get that submission. Every time I need to lock the triangle to keep him under control, I lock the triangle. Every time I open it, because it gives me more support to attack the arm. Sometimes you need to move your feet. Okay? So, George, let me do this real quick. This is one of the guys. You don't mind? What's your name? Andy. Andy. This is George here from your outside. In the back. One more time, I'm here. Modified Kesa. Going to control. Step forward. Straight arm lock. I do not attempt the Kimura or key lock from here. I roll back to my hip. If you got a good ground game, this is a nice pocket to set in. You can control this pocket. Go ahead and get up. See, I'm good. I can control this pocket. Kimura. He comes back. He's always wanting to get his hands together. He doesn't want this. Come back over. Get your hands together. Get your hands together. 1, 2, 3, and we'll break right here. We'll come back to the rest of it. The other thing I like to do, application. You don't apply it, it's hard to take home. See? Let's break down. Your partners, run it. If you need help, raise your hand. I'll help you out. And I usually go on 3 breaks. 1, 2, 3, break.